Top of the top. Good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? We back again. What's good? All right. Good to see y'all this morning. What's up? What's up? Starting a little early. I'm sending this out. What's up, y'all? We're going to get into it, man. We got some laughs today. We got some laughs. We got some serious stuff, too. Yeah. Atlanta's being exposed, y'all. Ain't nothing new. Man, they already got exposed. All the stuff we've been talking about, that's all you seeing. Sidney Starr ain't the only one. Now, how many times I spoke about when them entertainers went down there, the stuff they did down there, and what they did to Atlanta? See, people like Sidney Starr down in Atlanta, but they ain't from Atlanta, but they in Atlanta doing all that dirt. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, you looking at is the end. This stuff is already over. The dirt that was covered up is just coming out. That's what I mean. It is nothing but the dirt that been hidden coming out. That's all it is. It ain't nothing spectacular, y'all. So we're gonna get into it. No, y'all. In that community, they the main ones be with that Jeffrey behavior, and they the main ones that's like I say, they the main ones ducking and dodging and scared and all. No, y'all. This ain't nothing. It ain't no breaking news. It's what been going on out there. We're gonna get into it, y'all. No. His name is Sidney Epstein. That's his name. All right. And then on top of that, Oprah closed up the school. I didn't even know Oprah had the school still all this time. I ain't know. I didn't even know. So like I said, a lot of things that been right in your face on the table. Man, word is they always had a place where they pick they celebrity, you know what I'm saying? The word is they find them at a certain age, and that determines if they're going to be a star or not. Y'all heard of Dr. Monroe Island? Remember that movie, Dr. Monroe? Breeding over all those animals? I'll just say they was doing Dr. Monroe type of stuff. I'm going to leave it at that, man. I'm not going to go. I'll say that for members only, man. But we're going to get into it today. Hold up. Just YouTube don't send no videos out, y'all. So I got to do what I got to do. What's up? Who up in here? Who up with the chat at? Who live up there? What's up, Nikki? What's up, EK? What's up, Timo? What's up, Latasha Jordan? What's up, C Mills? What's up, Nikki? Oh, yeah, we getting into it today. Today going to be decent. Told you it's not about the cover, man. Yeah. So hopefully y'all making it through. This summer been ups and downs. August, things get real. Time slows up. One of the longest months of the year. It's hot. Bills got to get paid. School coming back in. You know what I'm saying? So we need entertainment. We need to get through this. So we're going to talk about it, man. And you can't spend too much time dealing with that content because you will get depressed. Yes. It's been a long, hot summer. We might as well call this Nolan Wells summer. See, Nolan Wells was having more fun than all of us. He was on a boat. You know, some people, they ain't never been on a boat in their life. They never been to a pier. But damn, Nolan Wells having a lot of fun, man. Too bad some of y'all still ain't have more fun than him. Yeah, we're going to get into it, man. Hold up. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Trust me, we're going in. I'm not on no time limit. Because I got a lot to talk about today. Yeah, ASAprocky say he want to fight Drake. So we know he breaking down. He's breaking down, y'all. His concert flopped. Nobody cares about ASAprocky, but it's not that, y'all. Oh, the main thing that happened in this game, what I see clear as day is everybody that was a hand-picked industry person, they don't have careers no more. ASAprocky was an industry rapper. Do y'all remember when they brought the ASAP Mob out? Some New Yorkers trying to rap like they're from down south. They remember when Gucci Man was known as the trap god, and ASAprocky, homeboy Ferg tried to come out talking about he the something god. All I know is, man, they industry guys, man. The people who are industry puppets, when I say the people that needed the industry to win, now you seeing without the industry they can't win no more. That's all it's about. Now you see it without the industry hype, the major labels, the major deals, major distribution, major promotion, online promotion, digital marketing, streaming. Without all that extra help, you're seeing where they at. You're seeing where they at. You also seeing they don't have a real solid fan base like that. When I asked y'all a million times, what hit records do Asaprocky actually got? No. And another trick y'all didn't get, men, women, Asaprocky is really a model that can spit bars. That's what he really is. Yeah, also within the whole Diddy situation, we went back in history, how Diddy had his hands in the modeling game, all that. Asaprocky is really a model that can rap. Not, see, I tell you, we tricked. You think it's the other way around. You think Asaprocky a rapper / model. No, he's a model that can rap. That's what he is. And that's why I'm telling you, when it came time to make the money online, Instagram, Facebook, they started getting people that look a certain way. So you're going to say, she look good. You're going to say, he look good. But it was about keeping that timeline going. They knew this. They protect their scientists. If we can get handsome men, pretty women, they don't got to have talent like Teyana Taylor. But as long as they're on their timeline, they'll make money. Trust me. That's what happened. That's all that was about, y'all. So what you're seeing with Drake, the only thing you're seeing with Drake is he got talent. So in reality, if Drake left Young Money, he would have fell off, right? All right. So it's just something to it. We're gonna get into it. But we getting into Sidney Epstein, man. That's right. Y'all better get this whole thing right. No, y'all better get this right. They don't be just doing it to them. They be doing it to them. Sidney Starr was doing it to them. That's all you got to know. Sidney Starr was doing it to them. Tell you, man, it's a reason why everybody's so quiet. But I told them, none of this stuff going away. Okay, then I say everybody going to get it one by one by one by one. So, yeah. Yeah, that stuff with Chingy, no, that stuff with Chingy was for real. That wasn't no made-up stuff. They just took it back. She ain't lying on Chingy. Nope. They just did damage control. They paid her to take it back. Sorry, y'all. I've been studying this for a minute. That's why I don't change trending topics. But today, some of y'all getting laughed at. Yo, y'all, it was hilarious. Thank you very much. I'm done. I had to send a video out. Yo, it was hilarious for me yesterday. I got my laughs on. Watching these men YouTubers run the post Sidney Starr breaking news. I watched the men try to run and break the story on Sidney Starr before Tasha K. Tasha K, they've been out trying to take your job. I told you, ladies, man. Yo, you know what's funny? They don't know I be laughing at them, right? They couldn't run. They couldn't wait to run and post Sidney Starr arrested. And they were trying to put up the best pictures. Got him. See, like I said, man, ain't no such thing as breaking news. You ain't TMC. No, it's called You Need a Topic. Now, that's cool. But why y'all still on YouTube talking about breaking news? No, it ain't breaking news. You wanted to talk about Sidney Starr and get you some money. That's all that was. I could sit back and watch breaking news all day on real TV. I'll wait until tomorrow. You better hop your ass online and get to talking. And on top of that, they try to put our best picture up. Let's go, y'all. We up. Lavish. Oh, I'm going to be a fool today. What's up, Nikki? Shout out to everybody here. I will be foolish today. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because I get bored. No, y'all. I watched the mans try to break the news before Tasha K. You know, Tasha K will lower her video and she don't be thirsty. Man, no man is on that breaking news. Sidney Starr. No, it's not breaking news, sir. Meaning that stuff been going in Atlanta. It's just that Sidney Starr got caught. But if Sidney Starr didn't get caught, it was going to keep going on. Sidney Starr, no, in Atlanta, it's 1,000 Sidney Starrs that would do the same exact thing. Also, I was telling y'all, right, it's parallel to the Diddy trial. Remember when I told you last year, the whole concept of the Diddy trial of in court, in a hotel with all that stuff, the baby, all that, it applies to sex workers. We all know in America, let's not be stupid. It's millions of people that are sex workers that live in hotels. And they didn't understand they're in a trap. When you're a sex worker in a hotel, you're never getting out because you're never going to make enough money to put down on all this extra apartments. Some of them be having felonies. Also, don't get that twisted neither. In time, a lot of people that have been on the run, got felonies, did a lot of stuff. Men, they also switched over they crossed over for many reasons. Some were criminals running. But we're going to get into this. No, it's a bigger picture to this. Now, let's take a look at how sorry the game is. Meaning, Let me show you some of the things I be talking about. This how sorry they are. Which group would make the better album if they dropped today? The Fugees or AZ, Nas, and Foxy Brown? No, it's not about that, y'all. I'm showing you how these people are so sorry they're actually fantasizing to make news. Fantasizing. Now you see when I say this culture is fantasy land, you're going to be a big-ass kid? Here, you got it right here. Making up theories that don't exist. Of rappers that rapped 30 years ago. Which would be a better group to this day? So y'all, man, this hip-hop dimension starting to be for real. Let's go. No, y'all. They try to put up Sidney best pictures. They try to put up the best picture. Breaking news. I told you Ticket TV is a clown, y'all. He's a straight clown. Yeah. Yeah, man. Reason why I'm saying that, because I watched the man try to break the news. No, bro, you just want to talk about the story. It's not breaking news. City Star's not even famous. But no, we will have fun. I will flip every episode on your head, because I'm going to talk about what Sidney Starr was doing in Atlanta all that time. When I kept telling you, it ain't just no one person, that person. I said there's people out here could be worse than Diddy. But see, y'all want to keep picking and choosing who's who and what's what and all this other shit. Far as we know, man, ain't no telling what this man was doing. Why? What I said, they blame it on Canada. No, no, no. All the 69 members are right here in America. A lot of them on the registry list. A lot of them ain't get caught yet. Well, here's one that got caught. When I told you I'm staying away, I don't deal with them people like that because I know the truth, y'all. A large percent of them is on a certain deviant behavior. Meaning, they have no morals, no principles, no values, no nothing. They try to put up Sidney Epstein's best picture yesterday. They try to make him look cute. No, guys, I tell you all exposed, man. Let's go. Let's go. Now, do you see? Let's get this clear as well. Let's go back into certain things. Let's get this clear. 2026, so let's update some things. Remember how you was told, or it was written, things of that nature, makeup is evil? Makeup is not evil for women. It's not. Makeup is not evil, period. But when they talk about makeup being evil, it's when you use makeup to deceive people. So we went through all this. We know that people, even women, can make a whole nother face that ain't even their face. Now look at criminally, how somebody can paint their face, do all this dirt, take it off, and look like that. Now when this person right here uses makeup, that's evil. Because they've been deceiving people with evil. Meaning doing evil stuff. Putting on that makeup to do evil stuff to your young junior. You see, your youngsters, they ain't had no real like that. So they raised on this stuff. They was taught in school. The question is, how was Sidney Starr in Atlanta all that time on TV shows? Love and Hip Hop. Sidney Starr arrested on child. I shouldn't even said the word. All right. Breaking news. What's good, y'all? Hey, y'all, they ran to post this news yesterday like it was breaking news and try to put up Sidney Starr best cover, y'all. No. Let's just get into it. Why I say that? They think everything is breaking news, y'all. Anything that's a topic is just a topic. That's my whole point. They don't care about the youngster Sidney was violating. They just need a topic, y'all. Breaking news, Sidney Starr. Y'all, let's bring it to reality, man. If a cross-dresser get arrested, is that for deviant acts? Is that really breaking news? Let's go, man. All right, let's just get it. We up this morning. We're gonna get into the details of this, but no, it's millions of Sidney Stars all around, and it's a lot of them in Atlanta, y'all. And see, This is why all the filters had to get put on Instagram. See the Instagram colors right there? How many times did I tell them a while ago on this channel, y'all, when it first popped off? I said, when they changed them Instagram colors, I said, really? Instagram is for the rainbow community? Really? That's really their app. Y'all really didn't get that neither. But you see the Instagram colors, right? This is why the filters had to be put on. Because it was people like that enticing your junior, and junior was going to spend money with Sidney. You didn't understand that in our era we in, when we were young, we bought magazines. We took DVDs. We sneaked VCR tapes to get our rocks off. This era, they were able to scroll on Instagram and holler at Instagram models. Not just get pictures. Your little nephew was able to holler. And this what also was happening. People like Sidney Starr on the gram hollering at Junior. What's up, Junior? Want some of this? So now I finally get to tell y'all all. When I told y'all this, right? Meaning I didn't break it down. When I got off Instagram, 2024, I was trying to tell y'all, Instagram is super zesty. It's really been a takeover. And I don't get down like that. So I understand what majority Instagram is. And majority of it is nasty and filthy. Majority of it is unwanted DMs, fake pages, filth. I got off there. And every time I'm about to start another, I'll be like, nah, just leave it alone, bro. I try to tell y'all. Meaning that also was a grooming app for grown-ups. It was a grooming app. No, they had to put filters on all these apps because your young man was spending money on stuff like that. See, his first wasn't, no. They were raised on that. Remember when they went to their schools and taught them about that stuff? That generation raised in that. So when I hear about the age brackets, I'm not surprised at all because I know what's going on, y'all. They raised in that era. And they were targeting. They were targeting youngsters that don't know no better. Getting them to spend that money. See, Sidney getting them to spend that money. Got it, you got it. Tricking them to spend that money. Meanwhile, they no, y'all, told y'all, predators. There's a lot of predators in y'all culture, guys. Y'all community, predators. Sorry to tell you that. Get them people away from me, man. I'm telling you what they are. That man told y'all a long time ago, hide your kids, hide your wife, you ain't listening. In New York, they getting bust upside their head. We're going to talk about another granny getting knocked out. That's right. We live in an era now while granny's getting knocked out. Mine's already in the grave, but we're in an era now, granny's getting knocked out, y'all, straight up. So, update mugshot confirms the arrest. Breaking news, Sidney Starr arrested. They broke that news so fast, they ain't even had a jail picture. They had to put up her finest pictures. They were trying to be nice, y'all. No, they put on that cover what they like. I told y'all I don't deal with them men, man. I told y'all I don't deal with them men, man. That makeup work wonders. Meaning, you see now why they got to put all that makeup? Now, shout out, like I say, no. We talking about a person that was deceiving youngsters and doing dirt. The clues of Chingy is this person will ruin your life. But that stuff with her and Chingy was not a rumor. It happened for real. That was how Chingy got blackballed. See, y'all forget, Chingy didn't want to bounce to the beat of the drum. Chingy was on Def Jam Records by way of Ludacris. Chingy was on Def Jam. He got the Def Jam treatment just like Ludacris did. He got the treatment. So when Chingy wanted to get away from DTP when he realized he was getting cheated, all of a sudden, they dropped this news on him, and he got exposed. Meaning, at that point, Chingy was blackballed. Because of this gangster rap. In this rap program, once they expose what they really like or what they deal with, their career's over. No, it was not a rumor. They came out, meaning it was not a lie. They did damage control after that. Yeah, so money was exchanged. No, that stuff was, no. How you know that? Doug Chingy would have sued for defamation of character for Sidney Starr ruining his career. Sorry. Told you guys, y'all post so much online, y'all just lie, make up stuff, don't have topics, sugarcoat. No, y'all really showing y'all true colors. No, sorry, y'all. That's the problem, man. The proof is what Sidney Starr did to Chingy was exposing, but what y'all didn't get with that story, it's the other way around. See, Sidney wasn't hitting that. Sidney was hitting them. Sidney was hitting a lot of their ass. You better get it right. You better get that part right. See, when you understand this two-way game they in, no, a lot of them, they really two-way. Meaning, they got a little bit of Diddy in all of them. So we're going to leave it at that. Fool, we done looked at picture with Diddy in the party with goddamn what? Sidney Starrs. So we know what's up. Ha, 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 ha. So all I'm telling you is this. Down in Atlanta. Now, we were just talking about all the behavior that was brought to Atlanta. Then Atlanta got flipped out. They the most compromised blacks that sold out for money, and they the most freakiest. It's the truth. But see, all that's happening is coming out what they've been doing. They ain't been looking out for them youth down there, y'all. That's what I'm telling you. All that talking movement, they don't look out for them youth down there. Them youth down there get slayed. That's right. Trust me, man. When you deal with Atlanta people, you got to play the snake game, man. Don't trust nobody from Atlanta. Sorry about that. Not to proving otherwise. Y'all some snakes, and you got to be out snaked. Y'all don't care about no youth down there. Stop it. We just watched what happened to all y'all youth. We just watched it, y'all. And on top of that, what make Atlanta so worse, they got the most black colleges, y'all. Your community don't got that many black colleges at all. You see what I'm saying? No, y'all. That's the home of the predators. They prey on the youth. Hey, we want to join this organization? Hey, let's go do some car washes. Let's do some marching. Yeah, Atlanta's a place with a lot of blacks that are poor. They started 501c3 groups, and they be getting all the youngsters to join so they can get money. Yeah, that's how I work in the community, right? If you keep them poor, then you always can make money off your organization feeding their ass. That's what they do down there, all right? The reason why I'm saying that, they don't look out for no damn youth. Sidney Starr was down there for a minute. That's just one that got caught. That's just one. But now it has been a decade of Sidney Starr in Atlanta pillaging. Get it? Yeah, Atlanta was the breeding grounds. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. But at the end of the day, man, it's all over with. But everything is tied together. Jeffrey, this, Oprah selling the school, whatever, it's all together. Only thing that's happening is the dirt is coming out that they've been fighting to hide and put it all on Diddy and put it all on R. Kelly. Meanwhile, I told you it ain't just them, and you ain't going to just keep making me think they're the worst. I can look at Sidney as worse than R. Kelly. These are facts now. See what I'm saying? Know why I know? Because I look at it like some of these people are serial people, meaning their behavior can't be tracked. They 24/7 with it, and you don't know what the hell they doing. That's serial behavior. Meaning, this is just what they get, this person getting caught for. Once. One. Ain't no telling what they got away with all these years. Now y'all see why I was trashing the culture. I said, now I'm getting away from that culture, y'all. That shit dirty as hell. And they proud of it, too. So according to booking records, Sidney was taken into custody on Sunday and charged with actual battery. So these fools on YouTube on Monday talking about breaking news, Sidney got arrested Sunday. Sexual battery against a youngster by the age of 16. Aggravated. I don't even want to say the words. Aggravated. All right. We just going to say, man, behavior. Now, y'all got to see, like I say, right? These idiots are dumb online, right? They're just stupid. You know, it's guys that came out talking sports. Now they be trying to break news, but it's just funny. They breaking news on TS's, right? Not just that. They not giving no detail. Now, I ain't watching. I'm just telling you from the title, right? This is my thing. This is what I'm going to show y'all right here. Many different things is exposed in this. So this is not just Sidney was having normal stuff. Sidney was abusing, y'all. See that aggravated? You see that battery? You see that battery? Let me break it down for you. It wasn't just no consensual. That's one thing. Consensual with a young. That's one thing. No, that's abuse. Huh? Probably destroyed somebody, you know what. Battery. As far as we know, that person could try to run out the room, anything. See? Battery, aggravated. Accused of confessing to going downtown on a minor at an Embassy Suite. The Embassy Suite Hotel. Because she really a broke celebrity and he had to live out the hotel. What y'all don't get is they got a whole family and a whole team, and I told you, the ones that's with their family and team that been around for years always gonna get a job. Therefore, you didn't get, when this person exposed Chingy, somehow they still got a job on Love and Hip Hop after that. Because Sidney Starr is part of the industry. Meaning, they got their favorites, they picks, and when they had them goddamn Diddy parties, when they had them parties in Atlanta, Sidney be right there. Who else they gave a job to? P.S. Madison. They the ones that be right there. They've been there from day one. It's just in the end they bless them with some fame. That's right. Down in Atlanta. And guess what? No. They be no. All I'm gonna say is they ain't the ones getting you know what. No, they do the work. They've been doing a lot of work. I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. Let's go. This reality, man, because I'm speaking up. No, I'm speaking up for all of them that was down there getting abused. Sidney is best known for stirring up drama, negative. On reality shows, negative. Who was watching it? Who loved it? Atlanta. She first gained widespread attention after falsely claiming she had a relationship with rapper Chingy. So check it out. This is not about nobody from that community. Like I said, people that from that community that are upright citizens and just they don't mess with nobody. This had nothing to do with them. I look at all of them as like people in Atlanta. I just look at them as something else. In Atlanta, I just look at them. They like that because that's just what they want to do. I don't look at it like they respect their rainbow community. I don't look at it like they're the face of the community with pride and dignity and respect. I don't even look at them as their natural rainbow community people down in Atlanta. I just don't. I look at all of them as the ones that just use it for a front to be the freaks they are. That's just how I look at it. Yes. So how you know that? Well, Atlanta is not a lot of married people down there. It's not a lot of, Atlanta's the home to most divorces, ain't a lot of marriages. See the difference? Now, if you go to New York in Greenwich Village, or if you go to San Francisco, I bet you see more same-sex marriages than Atlanta. Atlanta ain't a lot of marriages. Ain't a lot of same-sex marriage, nothing. They just get down like that, and they be swinging their ass off. They be switching up. Woman, you're going to be the power drill tonight. Sir, you're going to be. They do it all down there, one big gumbo. That's why I say they different. This has nothing to do with the community. No, nothing to do with that. We talking about something else. That what? They don't protect no youngsters down there. Then I'm going to show you something else. They flip stories. I don't know nothing. One article say 1 6 years old. So another thing said 1 4 years old. Sidney Starr has been arrested for allegedly 1 4 years old. So I don't know. I know they do damage control. I know they sugarcoat stuff. And I also know we're in a time where they're going to suppress a lot of stuff. Wow, we can't let this get out. What if word get out? What if they find out that Sidney actually ran through about 345 youngsters at that same hotel in Atlanta? We can't let this go on. Meaning, all this is really clues to ring behavior. See, I look at it like this. I know that the way they work, Sidney could have been used as a blackmailer in Atlanta. Before you get this money, before you get this deal, you got to go in the room with Sidney first. Then you got the deal, young man. All these managers running around. All these youngsters talking about they streamers. Sidney on what? Zeus Network. Zeus with what? Baddies. All these people want to be stars. We know the treatment, guys. We know where they do the grooming at. We know where it go down at. You want this deal, young man? You got to go in the room with Sidney. We going to the Embassy Suites. After that, you got the deal. Contract signed. Oh, Chingy. You on that right now, Chingy? Blackmail. No, man. They had people to do their work with. Man. I'm gonna just say that for something else. I'm gonna try to make this a light episode. No, man. Sidney Epstein, man. That's his name. Sidney Epstein. What #1 culture got all the energy for Nolan Wells? They got all the energy for every other topic. But for some reason in their community, this Jeffrey stuff never went viral. They didn't break none of this news. Like files been released thousands of pages for about 8 months now. I didn't see nobody break no news or who's on the list, Jeffrey, none of that. But they want to talk about Sidney. What? That's Sidney Epstein. No, that's the light version. You see that island right there, y'all? That island say no way out. You know what that island say? We finished with you, you might end up with the sharks. That whole thing was deeper than what y'all think, man. Don't get it twisted, too. Some of them celebrities, they were scared. They were scared, too. Because you got to look, they on that island, and you ain't getting out. That man he had some stuff plotted out. But y'all better understand this. No. How many times I got to tell you? It's a lot of them in your neighborhood. That's why y'all try to make everything about race. No, guys, sorry. Let's go. Breaking news. Sidney Favors was doing a lot of favors in Atlanta. You got it? Breaking news. Yeah, y'all, on YouTube, them men's try to put up Sidney Starr best pictures. Don't you know you put up a picture, you actually got to pick it and look for one? They literally looked and try to pick out Sidney's best picture. You guys exposed, man. This ain't breaking news. It happened Sunday. No, you just want to talk about it because you need a check. I will not sell out, y'all. I will not run and make a video just for a couple dollars. I would not do it, y'all. No, y'all. The name is Sidney Epstein now. Now you got to figure out how many more of them down in Atlanta. Actually, Jeff Epstein Island damn near shaped like Georgia. A little bit. If you carve out Atlanta, that shit shaped just like Atlanta. Let's go. You see the island? He had all three of them, right? But see, the only way you was going to be free, meaning if you want to escape, you got to get to that land. You see that? Okay, you got one in front of us, 2, 3, that one all the way in the back. You had to get to that to be free. Tell you, boy, I think they were playing Hunger Games. I think they were playing Surviving the Game on that island. Man, ain't no telling what that man Jeffrey was doing. Ain't no telling what he was doing, y'all. Y'all don't get it. Ain't nobody gonna hear you scream. Ain't nobody hear nothing. And on top of that, see, you could be a rapper, or you somebody, you go hang with Jeff, he make you do stuff, you can't even say no. Because you scared you're gonna get thrown in that water after that, or you're gonna get taken out. See what I'm saying? It was said there, Jeffrey, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll encourage y'all all, man. Way more details been coming out of this. Man. It is said that man wanted to he wanted to create his own species, all that. All this weird stuff, man. All you got to know is this. No, y'all. I don't want to say the words, man. Same thing Jeffrey was doing. Get this to your head. Same exact thing was going on in Atlanta. Just get this part. It was happening in your community. Not to no other races. Race heads. Why y'all never say nothing when people like this do this to y'all own people? Why y'all never say nothing, y'all? Why y'all never say nothing to respond to like actual crimes? What's the word, y'all? They always talk about racism, but they never talk about rapism. Do you see them still doing it? They sad, y'all. They're very sad. No, the biggest news this summer ain't been no Nolan Wells. It's been this. That list, fool. That list is the biggest thing. Smoking ain't going nowhere yet. People still decoding the names on it. No, y'all, sorry. I just don't deal with it because it's too perverted, low down, dirty. Now you see how Drake got blamed? Do you see it now? All right. I'm saying it for a reason, y'all. This stuff is just nothing but the things coming out to the light. That's all it is. It ain't nothing new. It's the dark things of this industry coming to the light. Let me get it clear. Not just the industry, Atlanta. All right? This man, Jeffrey, was doing a lot of work in that temple. Same way that looked like Sidney Starr Embassy Suite Hotel. All right? Mind you on that island, just know you ain't getting out. You can run all you want. I'm pretty sure I want to bet my life that's a water infested with sharks. That man had all this stuff strategically planned out how he had it set up. But I'm not blaming nobody for going there. And just because somebody went don't mean they did nothing. But all I'm going to tell you is, there's a reason why they stay away from this topic. It's a reason why, y'all. I'm talking about them BLACK people. There's a reason why they stay away from this. Trust me on that. I told you the grand exposure already happened already. We just been watching everybody play pretend and make believe. That's all. We already know what's up, y'all. My channel is not designed for this stuff. Meaning, I'm not here to expose, take nobody down. If I was, I would have did it already. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Nah, y'all. These are the things that been happening. So thank you very much. When your brain is put on racism, you never looked at, man, it's this stuff going on right amongst y'all right now. It started with, the whole thing with Jeff was about trafficking. What's the forms of trafficking? Car, plane. What makes it that? Anything dealing with sexual things. Anything sexual, you transport somebody by vehicle, you take them somewhere else. Here's the thing. They can agree with it, say they can be down with it, but here's the kicker. When they get them to that island and they want to go home and they can't leave, now you got something different. See, it's called compromise. You ever heard about being a compromising position? Well, once you on that island, your ass compromised. There ain't nothing you gonna do. Meaning, somebody can make you sign paperwork. Somebody can take you to that island right now and make you sign your rights over. Got two men right there with some big ass. What else this island? This man had his own law. This man had his own everything. This man was above the law. He could do whatever he want. So you can actually have somebody in that land, two big gunmen contract, make you sign your life over right now. What you gonna do about it? So I'm saying it's that simple. Because mind you, when you get thrown in that water, you ain't never gonna be seen or heard from again. That's it. You're gonna be missing. He owned all that. I'm not gonna get into the things they said he was doing. Meaning it wasn't just sexual stuff. Now, we're gonna get back to Sidney Starr. Now, this to show you how real it is. Sidney is accused of doing certain things to certain people. Just so happened, the school is being closed down in your motherland. I think people wanted to make it look smooth instead of obvious because a lot of people been accused of going to certain places. And I just leave it at that. When I tell y'all guys a lot of stuff is exposed, let's go. Man, it's all over now. It's all over. The television host recently came out with an announcement about the school that she opened up for girls in the motherland. The Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. This week, she released an official statement that the academy was closing its doors and that she will dedicate more efforts to a scholarship program for young women instead. The announcement came approximately 6 years after an abuse scandal heavily damaged the school's reputation, leading some to believe the two headlines must be tied together. So time goes so fast. That was just 2020. But we heard stuff before that. I thought she'd been sold it. I don't got to say nothing. Everybody that's a genius, you get it clear. I also think Oprah they created their own, like this school. I also think this is where they picked future celebrities from. Like, you know, some of these celebrities we have from over there that been getting these awards and trophies. I think a lot of them come through her school, y'all. Can y'all finally get what I was telling y'all? I think a long time ago, around Oprah and all of them, they started creating their own BLACK people. This is what I meant by it. Not on no cloning, not on no laboratory. We're going to go over here and raise you to be exactly like over there. This school, you know what your school going to be? Studying black people, studying African American. We're going to teach you everything African American, teach you everything black, culture, music, acting. We're going to teach you everything BLACK. Everything. Y'all going to be advanced ahead. Y'all English going to be sharp. But then when y'all get older, you're going to come to America. Come straight to Hollywood, going to plug you in with these jobs. That's what I think they was doing. Also, I think they was doing other stuff too. Well, guys, all you gotta do, keyword, pick of the litter. All right, let's go. Here's what they saying about you, Oprah. Where those girls she took. I ain't saying nothing else. So when I tell you, y'all, it's all connected. This whole episode is connected. Except for ASAP and Drake. So I tell you, this what the real people talking about. Every day. Meaning, decoding it, roasting, details. Told you, for your people, it's a trending topic. Meanwhile, they're the number one victims and participants. Number one victims and participants. They think everything is a trending topic, y'all. Breaking news, Sidney Starr arrested. Ain't no breaking news about what this person, this grown-ass man, was doing to all of those. Ain't no breaking news about that. That's an old story. Meaning, it's a serious story that ain't just breaking. Newsflash, no such thing as breaking news on YouTube. By the time it hit YouTube, it's already late. Y'all already know that. Only YouTube is a place where idiots get news from other places and then come on YouTube and say breaking news. Like everybody on YouTube is stupid and don't got other technology. All right? Let's go, y'all. One say 6 years old and one say 4 years old. I don't know, y'all. I don't know because I know they play around with numbers, and I'm gonna assume it was both ages. I'm gonna assume it was all ages. Makeup is very magical, isn't it, y'all? See, when Sidney Starr used makeup, that's called witchcraft. Not when regular women use it. When women put on makeup, it's not evil. When Sidney Starr put it on to do evil stuff, that's witchcraft. All right? Let's keep it going, y'all. Because y'all see Oprah selling that school, right? Oprah announces the closing of her academy. Nearly 2 decades following scandal. Now, I thought she already sold it. I thought she already closed it already. Maybe she didn't want to look too crazy doing the Diddy stuff and all that. I don't know. But I told you, Oprah been going through it for a minute. Oprah been ducking and dodging. It's a reason why she got on website. I also told you it was never just Diddy and Oprah. Everybody been getting accused the same. But somebody is working harder than others. Somebody keep posting online, doing all this extra stuff to deceive people they not with this program. All I'm saying is everybody has been accused in their own measures, judged, weighed out on the scale, and the people have made a decision that they all are pieces of crap, one way or another. But some people want to keep posting news and keep trying to prove to us how good they are. But nobody believes them. All right? It's the truth. This is why in this whole urban department, it is the land of make-believe. They are talking about bogus stuff, y'all. They talking about which group is better. The Fugees versus Nas, AZ, or Foxy Brown. Food and Fern wrapped together in 96, but this never existed. Meaning, y'all brains are so childish. You are now making up topics like Marvel comic books. Who will win? X-Men versus X Factor. Who will win? X-Men versus Spider-Man group. This is what y'all doing. But I'm showing you that it all ties together. While your culture's a joke, your culture's dying. You can't grow up. You can't talk about nothing real. You can't do nothing real. Therefore, y'all, this is all a grand embarrassment. Why? If Sidney Starr was rich, goddammit, Sidney Epstein would have had a whole island too. But see, Sidney Epstein was doing dirt at the Embassy Suites. But Jeffrey, he had his own Embassy Suites right there. No. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. No, y'all, they just talk. Meaning, people just talk about stuff for topics. When they were talking about Diddy, that was for topics. They didn't care about no damn woman abuse. They didn't care about Cassie getting abused. They didn't care about nothing Diddy was doing. They were just topics, y'all. They don't care. Same thing with this. Your people brain is trained to think topics. Same way, they're going to go a whole month talking about topics, Nolan Wells. Now, everybody whose job it is to talk about Nolan Wells, salute to you. But everybody else, And you know what that Nolan Well stuff funny? I be laughing at all y'all. Know why? Because I be laughing at Don Lemon be stirring the pot up. Don Lemon be stirring it up on the ass. So I be laughing at them all, y'all. You know, Don Lemon found him a little jackpot. Ben Crump found him a little jackpot. Hey, man, they got to get their money and stir that pot up. So I be just laughing at all of them, man. Don't mind me, y'all. Don't pay me no mind, man. I'm ignorant. Let's go. Max B, everybody talking about you right now. We get back to that. Let's go. Let's go back, y'all. Don't forget, this is the topic. Now, let me connect the dots. Down in Atlanta, this ain't nothing new. We watching the end. Now you think about Bow Wow. How old was Bow Wow when he was in Atlanta? No, y'all. This stuff been going on down there. It's just coming out. It's just coming out. This represents the end. God dang it. This person been down there at least 15 years. Google when that happened with Chingy. That was about 09, 2010. That's how long this person been in Atlanta. And a whole bunch like them. You got the end result. You got the facts and proof of what was going on down there. Breeding. So when Charleston White said they ain't educated down there, Charleston White said what he said because he know they just idiots that chase rap and they fruity as hell. Because they wanted to be in the industry so bad. And a lot of them got that industry treatment, which made a lot of them freaky. And then you got to understand, it was a lot of E-out, a lot of Molly, and they were turning up down there, goddammit. And in Atlanta, Sidney, Starr in the strip clubs, all that. So don't be ashamed of yourself, y'all. This ain't no shame. But what happened is, y'all let all this stuff happen all those years, which means Sidney got away with a lot of stuff. I'm going to say every year. Leave it at that. Just know 15 years plus. 15 years, y'all. 15 years in one place. No. So let's see. Remember, okay, like with rayj. That's why I say I respect rayj. Rayj went in the room with Sidney and he wasn't ashamed of himself. Chilled with Sidney on camera. No, I tell you, rayj Ben came out. Rayj don't care. But see everybody else. That's what we talking about. We talking about what's happening now is the stuff everybody wanted to cover up is coming out. When I said Atlanta was not like that, I paid attention. Tupac was going to Atlanta first. Pop was going to Atlanta first. That's why in the shorts yesterday, if y'all saw it, I posted a short of Tupac and Tiny. Everybody know Tupac was in Atlanta first, but nobody put it together. After Tupac got shot, then Diddy and all them start coming down there. See, when Tupac was going to Atlanta, it was mad females, period. But something had to go on down there. I don't know what happened. All I know is it was known for damn woman. Even when Tupac was out there. Next thing you know, here come Diddy and them. They going down there every summer, every year. And this was the end result. It's just coming out now. That's it. But it's been down there at a high level. Because of those industry people that Diddy was around. And all of them, goddammit, that's how they get down. You see? They number one. When you know your Hollywood history, Hollywood is the home of this behavior. Hollywood is the home of trans. They the home of it. The original Hollywood. High level. It go back to the goddammit. That shit go back in time. Ever since Hollywood was there, they had them. That's where it started at. Meaning, outright, that's what they like. That's what they do. California, that's what they've been. It always been like that. But what happened is, when Atlanta became Black Hollywood, you guys are going to do the black version now. And y'all did the black version just like Hollywood. And now here's your result. That's all that happened. Now, the difference in Hollywood, they're not ashamed of themselves. They have to hide it. That's the difference. Atlanta, all this stuff had to be hidden. Now it's coming out. Atlanta, you are your own island now. Remember I said that. Y'all now your own island and your own people. All right? So I know a lot of y'all were proud to be from Atlanta when it was beneficial. Keep that same Atlanta energy now. Represent that Atlanta now. No, y'all, that's y'all on your own little island. That's right. Hey, no disrespect. You just got to call it what it is, man. Y'all don't protect no youth down there. Y'all make money off youth and abuse them. I knew that ever since the Atlanta child slayings. That whole thing from the 80s was showing us, man. They can do whatever they want down there. Yup. After that dude did all that with them young men down there, and let the rest of them around the world know you can go down there, have all the fun you want. Let's go. Now check it out. Hear what they said to Oprah. Oprah closed the school. So they said, where those girls she took to where? Bingo. I don't know about that stuff. But let's continue on, y'all. Told you, man. It's a Black Hollywood thing. Let's go back in time, y'all. See Aaliyah? Do you now see when the rumors is somebody trying to make their daughter look like Aaliyah? Do you see it? Do you see Cal from Kenan and Cal? Oh, what's the stories you heard about Kenan and Cal? Duh. Cal ex-wife said she caught him with Nick Cannon in her bed. I told you it's all connected. Orlando Brown said Nick Cannon did what? All right then. No lawsuits. Didn't I tell you our era when we were young kids, we were to pray. Bingo, right here. We were to pray. When you hit all the Geppetto stories of Hollywood, the rap game, they are the ones that was in the room with them. They was the ones in the party. They the ones that was around. Remember, Aaliyah was portrayed as this grown up. Let's go back in time. We did that grown. We were young, but we wasn't in no industry around a bunch of freaky weirdos and pervs. Back then, there was no such thing as a parent protecting you or saying, get it, y'all? The story is in y'all. I told y'all the story is in Orlando Brown and the young stars. See, we don't get it because we were young. If you look at it like this, you'll get it. Being that you're grown, you look at everybody now in their 40s and 30s. You subtract 30 years ago. 30 years ago, they were certain ages. And I also learned the ones they keep around the longest to when they grown and beyond are the ones that are 1,000% groomed on the behavior, and they're the ones with all the secrets because they are the ones the secrets got portrayed on. Got it? That's why you'll see Kane and Kenny gonna have jobs. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all. They the one. See, Orlando Brown broke the secrets because it was time. Orlando Brown just and Raz B revealed it all to y'all what they all been through. They all was the same circle. You got the grown celebrities, the young celebrities. The young celebrities hang with each other. The grown celebrities hang with them, but then they all hang together too sometimes. When you're getting all these clues of how they said Jamie Foxx was raised an old boy in the house, dude that was in Menace, he living with Jamie Foxx. They saying he was living with people, doing all type of, all right, no, y'all. They go to LA and they will get turned out. But that's what the game is. Aaliyah, you're going to be a little harder. And young man, you're going to be soft. Meanwhile, go in the room. See? You would never even think Cal could have messed around and hit Aaliyah. You'll never know now, would you? Now, you see how hip-hop, everybody, Dame and Jay could be going on Aaliyah. You know, I was with Aaliyah. I had Aaliyah. You know, I loved her, all this Aaliyah talk. Meanwhile, somebody like Cal could have hit that already. You know what I'm saying, y'all? They ain't brag about it, ain't say nothing. Whole time, he could have smashed Aaliyah way back when. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying, y'all? That's just how the game go. Y'all told you, rap is the sorriest. The rappers are the sorriest. The rappers lie the most. The rappers tell the most fabricated stories. That's hip-hop. Hip-hop is a fantasy land of fairy tales. Let me show you again the fairy tales of hip-hop. Which group would win? Which group would make a better album? They fantasize on shit that don't exist. Nas and Foxy Brown never had a damn group, ain't never gonna have one. But this is called just making up topics. This is called they don't want to let it die. They don't want to let it go. The fact y'all don't get with the old era. Y'all keep trying to make the old era popping and lit, but you're not educating the young people about the older era. You're not educating them. You just keep trying to promote it and post it like it's still popping. This is weird behavior now, y'all. Y'all are so sorry in hip-hop, you got to compare groups that don't exist. But what I'm telling you is this, man. It's too much nonsense. So when I tell you, it ain't just no damn Sidney Starr idiot. This ain't breaking news. Let me give you some more breaking news. That's Sidney Epstein. Now let's go back to New York. The Homer certified. NYPD says Bronx man, the Homer Bambata, preyed on at New York City shelters. young men, young ladies. So can you now get it, y'all? This is y'all culture back in the day was plagued with crack. Just know you're plagued with something else worse than crack, because you can't see it, taste it, or touch it, but it's all around you and all over you. I told y'all this is what happened to your generation. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. You got turned out on music. You got turned out on drugs. Now you're turned out on sex. It's the work of the beast. It is what it is, y'all. So I keep telling these idiots, don't keep trying to make me pick and choose who's a villain. I look at damn near everybody as the same. Till proven otherwise. Especially if you look like a hip hopper, you look like you like jayz. You like rap. No. Sidney Starr get caught in Atlanta. That's famous breaking news. This person just got arrested in New York doing the same exact thing. Might be even worse. Because they were doing both. No, y'all, this is an epidemic amongst y'all community. Keep telling y'all. Y'all can talk about race all you want. Race is not y'all real issue, guys. You already got the world handed to you. Y'all got the world handed to you already. Y'all biggest problem is not race. Sorry. Your people are getting abused. Meaning, for everybody to get abused, their spirit is broken. It can later on create a mental issue. It can later on create problems. Between your bumps and bruises tour, you got Usher on tour right now, alleged ST, Chris Brown on tour right now, alleged woman beater. They buying those tickets. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, they minors getting abused. Meanwhile, in New York, they minors getting abused the whole time. Oh, wow, I forgot they all talk about Nolan. You mean they ain't cracked Nolan case yet? They dedicated the whole July. It's August 4th now, y'all. They dedicated a whole month to Nolan. Did they crack the case yet? Or did Nolan get them through the whole summer with some content? Which one is it? You know, for no fame, I'm going to do what I do, man. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. If I ain't talking smoke, I get bored. Let's go. Shout out to the chat, man. Where y'all at? What's up, Mr. Brown? That's right, the Bumps and Bruises tour. Buy your tickets right now. Bumps and Bruises tour right now. Tickets dropping. They hit a city near you. Go check it out. And while you at the Bumps and Bruises tour, Sidney Starr is in your child DMs. That's the stuff they was doing, y'all. When they turned grown-ups into big-ass kids, no, y'all, they didn't watch, they wasn't doing their homework, y'all. Let's go on to it. So, y'all, I had fun. I was laughing. Yo, y'all, I was kikiing and laughing my ass off. What's up, Shayla? What's up, Shayla? What's up, sis? I was laughing and kikiing my ass off yesterday when I saw the men try to break the Sidney Starr news. That shit was hilarious to me, y'all. They would try to break the news like they had all the details, and they were trying to put up Sidney Starr best pictures. Sorry. Sidney, you go on my cover. This is how you gonna look. You gonna look exactly how you look when you got, yeah. I'm not trying to make you look better. You gonna look worse or the worse? For no fame. You ain't getting no fame around here. What's up, Shayla? That's my Atlanta sister right there. You feel what I'm saying? I got real people in Atlanta, man. I tell you, I be trolling, man. It's good people in Atlanta, y'all. It's a lot of good people in Atlanta. They just don't. I got to troll. It's a separation, like what I said. Sidney Starr's from Chicago, not Atlanta. Atlanta, can you now see who brought the filth? Chicago. When Lil Durk and King Von came down there, it got worse. They were slaughtering your natives, tearing up your city. Big Meech came down there. He made it worse. You ain't looking at New York, Detroit, Chicago. They took the 3 biggest, filthiest cities and flushed that shit in Atlanta. You ain't get it, did you? They flushed it with all New York, Chicago behavior. What? Atlanta gonna be banged out? We're gonna exploit their gang banging like Chicago. We're gonna turn up with the pimp drug game, BMF, and we're gonna make their ass all wanna be rappers and drug dealers like New York. We're gonna slay their ass in Atlanta. After that, everybody going back home. All their future generations will be ruined. That's what happened. They flushed the sewage all down in Atlanta, y'all. That's what happened. That's why I give you the code words of pipelines. Pipelines ain't just running drugs. It ain't just running guns. They running trafficking. They running behavior. They running sexual deviancy. They running scamming. They running everything right in that black city. Meanwhile, nobody black said nothing, no marching, no protesting. We want our city back. Get your ass out of here. Atlanta, we want our town back. If you wait for Georgia, get your ass out. They didn't do that, did they? They loved it. Oh, man, come on, Stevie J. Come on, Jocelyn. They kept loving all this weird stuff and violence and sex. They loved it. Now you got it. It's called the end result of the experiment, the Atlanta experience, or the Atlanta experiments. Well, in the 90s, they're all going to be straight. But we're going to do this big study test. Let's see how they end up 30 years from now. 30 years, approximately, from the Atlanta bombings at the Olympics. It was the summer of 96. Approximately 30 years later, here's your results. The big explosion. It was said that Sidney Starr was making explosions in a hotel room. That's what was said. All right? All right, now. The reason why I'm saying this, because this it's in the story, y'all. This ain't just no damn trending story. It's not like they were just consensual. Here go the charges. Aggravated. All right? I don't want to say the word because they filthy. Y'all know about Gomorrah, right? Gomorrah? The other word with Gomorrah. They saying Sidney Epstein was committing those type of acts. That means violation. That means this person was violating people's you-know-what. Meaning grooming, breaking them in. So I told y'all, they're going to try to play it like a regular topic. Now, if Sidney was in, now say it's one thing if Sidney was in a relationship with a minor. That's one thing. It's still foul. Man, dating a minor. No, it was deeper than that. Abusing their ass. That went on for years, y'all. But now, she's in heaven. Trust me, he's in heaven now. Got it? He's in heaven. In Sidney Starr world, he's in heaven. So don't get it twisted. Meaning, this really means got away with a whole lot and still going to be in heaven. That's what that means. Got away with a whole lot, too. And going to still have fun. And commits that behavior behind the wall. Meaning, it ain't going to stop. It's going to keep going. Now, your ex-boyfriend doing the bid, he going to get flipped. You know what he going to be in there doing? Taking pictures. Sidney Starr famous. Sidney Starr going to be the first famous in the jail? Oh, man. They all going to want some of that. Boy. You know what I'm saying? Man, whatever penitentiary that Sidney go to, that penitentiary going to be clouded up like Diddy. Man, we locked up with a celebrity. Damn right you are. It's coming too. All right, y'all got it? No, y'all. Ain't nothing breaking news about this. Sidney Starr was breaking news on people you know what. All right? When they came out that room, breaking news on their legs. Let's go. So like I said, it ain't nothing but what's coming out. NYPD says Bronx man was dealing with Sidney Starr behavior. There you got it. So I tell you all in the stories, y'all. They run their mouth online. They run their mouth. They always lusting off Aaliyah. What else they don't tell you? They was dating Aaliyah when she was grown, but they don't tell you they was around Aaliyah when she was up. Same time. R. Kelly was around. They was around when she was a youngster. They don't tell you that. They never want to tell you they was around Brandy and Aaliyah as youngsters. Y'all forget they was in L.A. around Mr. Quincy, but they was in L.A. around the time of Tupac, right? 96, right? Okay. Duh, didn't Aaliyah come out way before that? 94, 93? They was around the whole time, y'all. But they don't tell you that part. They just get into the Aaliyah story when she was already grown. But they already was around her. Orlando Brown told y'all all the truth, y'all. And I ain't never going to what Orlando Brown said about Busta Rhymes did to him. Like I say, I took Orlando Brown with a grain of salt. Like, I didn't know Orlando Brown went on Busta Rhymes like that. I didn't know he went into all this stuff with him. I didn't know he did all that. I knew he said something about Diddy, but I ain't know. But Orlando Brown was telling us, y'all, he is the truth. He the example. And you got to understand Orlando Brown, he was in that thing from young. So when he telling the story, you don't know if his story go from this age to that age. Y'all get what I'm saying, y'all? Nah. If you think Orlando Brown was a real freedom fighter. Get it? He was a real freedom fighter, y'all. He told y'all all the truth. I told you, this internet is played out where the people that tell you the truth, they're all labeled as something wrong with them. The people that do all the dirt online, they the best praise. They the perfect one. They the best. They the greatest. See the play out? That's how it go. So you ask the question, why did Oprah sell, why she closing the school now? So you mean the same list, those files, the same year that all those files being released, Oprah finally cutting, Oprah, here's what they asking you. Where they at, Oprah? Where them people that went missing decades? Maybe they're under different names. They're in America. All right, the race bait. Not the race bait. Now, remember when I told y'all Monica McNutt, it ain't just Ryan Clark? They be race baiting, making everything a black topic. Check this out, y'all. Now, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. Something weird happened on ESPN. Word is they crashing. Word is they in the trash. But I'm the one that told you all of them going to be kicked off. So this don't surprise me. Just to give clarity. Now, y'all see how y'all feel about this. They hit Monica McNutt up. You know you got to be live. She was live from the nail salon getting her nails done while she live on TV. You see that woman face to the left? You see that woman face to the right? That man face to the... All I'm saying is this. People were saying, this hella ratchet. What the hell are you doing getting your nails done live on ESPN? So I be telling you, like, it just be mad weird stuff happening. So she did a segment sitting in a salon chair getting her nails done while delivering her analyst live. So y'all know that was kind of like hood. And it's not just because she get her nails done. She acting hood. You know, waving the hands, you know what I'm saying? Guys, I told y'all before she gonna get kicked off. Not for all of this. She is supposed to be a sportscaster. Long story short, she got a degree in sports. She messed up a long time ago when Drewski was on ESPN last year. Drewski had on a Barry Sanders jersey, the greatest black running back of all time, the greatest running back of all time. I'm not trying to say because he's black. I'm saying it because Monica McNutt, you so pro-black, you supposed to know who Barry Sanders is because he's the greatest running back of all time. But if you want to take the credit for race, go ahead and do it. He's the greatest black running back, and you ain't even know that Drewski had on a Barry Sanders jersey. She said, I like that Shedeur jersey. Sheduersanders, he played for the Browns. He ain't nowhere on Barry's. So they looking at you like, how you got a college degree in sports? How you on ESPN and you don't even know who Barry Sanders is? And then she try to play it off, like it was nothing. And people was pissed. They want her ass fired for that. They want her ass fired, y'all. They were like, get her ass out of here. The highest form of disrespect, especially the whole Detroit. Now, for real, all races. How the hell she on TV and she don't even know that she looking at a damn Barry Sanders jersey? She said Shedeur. Two different color jerseys, but the point is, y'all, she wrong as two left shoes on TV, but she always do. See, guys, this is what I want y'all to understand. I'm trying to give you so much clarity, man. They think acting black get them viewership. Like, I'm trying to be professional, but I know how to act hood. I can act hood all day, y'all. But do you want me acting hood on TV, y'all? Do you want me doing that? Do you want me to act on television how I act on YouTube? No. I understand if I'm on that television, I got to be professional as possible so I can look good and make everybody look good. So meaning when everybody watch, they get the topic. He's talking about this topic. Oh, I like the way he breaks it down. Oh, I understand now. Okay. Everybody's supposed to be like that, y'all. But when you on TV and you think you just think like you black, don't say I'm on TV, get my neck. That shit ain't cool. It feeds into the nonsense, y'all. So she gonna get fired, y'all. Just remember that. Meaning the stage being set on Monica McNutt next. So check it out. Same thing I told you with Joy Taylor, but she got fired from Fox. Someone else said ESPN had become a joke. A third pointed out that the network seemed out of touch. So Stephen A., ESPN can do whatever they want. People look at them as they a joke and they out of touch. Meaning, man, they old school, they lame as hell. They lame. Didn't I tell you America somewhere else? Corny. So he got it. This viewership. ESPN, people actually enjoy watching this slop. What did I tell you? It's called slop. Breaking news, Sidney Starr, that's slop. Y'all participate in trash so much, it's just a bunch of slop. No integrity, no analytics, no smarts. It's just a bunch of slop. Trash. They say ESPN, you got a bunch of trash. Everything but sports. I don't want to see nobody getting their nails done. But that's what she did, y'all. She being set up. We're going to leave that alone, y'all. I'm getting off of this. Because we're going to get into something a little brighter. Also, y'all pay attention to this. I think Shedeur is short bus, yellow bus. I'm not going to go into it today. I went into the whole thing already. Before the whole thing started with Deion, told him what Deion did. Finesse, they thought they was going, Deion and his son thought they was going to clear 150 mil. But it didn't pan out that way. NFL stuck it to Deion on purpose so they won't get no big dollar and so they won't brand name merchandise, and they wanted to embarrass him and his son because Deion thought he had it all figured out because he had all his media friends in pocket. His media friends helped to build an artificial hype that sheduersanders was the greatest of all time, and it wasn't the truth. Now, people are saying, Deion, why are you coming to this your son preseason? Meaning, when your son makes it on a football team, especially the pros, if your dad keep coming, that means something wrong with you. Are you slow, sir? They saying don't nobody father keep coming to the game? Get out this kid's way. I'm just going to show you what they said about Deion. Deion getting fired this year, too. My prediction of this year, all right, Monica McNutt getting fired and Deion getting fired. All right, it's coming. You wait for it. Then you have some more topics. This is why I'm talking about Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells is a program, y'all. Yup, it's an MK. Got it? Every summer, y'all, they're going to get worked up with topics and still be broke, economically slaughtered, and homeless. Ohio woman charged for allegedly making 29 threats to Mississippi officials amid Nolan Wells' death probe. No, lady, you've been watching online too much. Y'all idiots. Straight idiots. Keep it going, though, y'all. Fight the power. Keep it going. All right, asaprocky claims he wants to fight Drake. He was asked if he would fight Drake. Man, I'm not even going to try to play with this topic. Y'all finally see that asaprocky don't have a career. He tried to bring it back. It didn't work. Ever since he been hanging with somebody, nothing but whack juice on him. So can y'all now see when I spoke about when you hang with certain people, you're not going up, you're only going down? Bingo. Since him and Rihanna been hanging with people, what happened? Any more Rihanna news? Is it not like an unwritten law that nobody can shine this whole summer if it ain't? You still don't get. When it was time for Jay-Z to perform, everybody was active online. Jay-Z. God damn it, the whole internet turned into a Jay-Z festival the whole July. Now that Jay-Z takes a break, everybody else take a break. Hov told him chill. Hov said chill out for a while. Where the Jay-Z topics at, y'all? But I told you what's going to happen. They're going to control it. It's going to be boring because they all under the same thumb. Now, we're going to get into the whole thing. Ever since he been hanging with them, they've been failing, man. And on top of that, they losing on the charts. This is what happened, y'all. You got your facts. Every rapper that was manufactured talent, put on by Jay-Z and Diddy, under their umbrella one way or another, they was never that big. Meaning, when Atlanta took over the game, they started creating their own groups. The whole rap time Jay-Z and Diddy been in the game. Everybody come from their family tree, y'all. Fabulous, asaprocky. Can y'all finally see now? They control all the New York rappers. They control everything that went through Def Jam, Rick Ross. But I want y'all to see, without the power of the labels, the industries, the executives, the billboards, all of this money and power, when it's not behind them, You are now able to see they just regular people, y'all. They don't got no talent. Now, I'm going to say what I said earlier. Asaprocky is really a model that could rap. Once again, we thought he's a rapper that models. No, he's really a model that can rap. Now, you don't believe that? Think about Asaprocky whole career. You got over 10 years now. What did he do more, model or rap? How many solo albums he dropped? No, y'all told you, man, we all got pranked and duped. What else I know? Diddy had his hands in, they all had their hands in modeling. It's so many parts I say, damn, and I'm full of shit. It's so much stuff they don't talk about. They don't want to talk about when they was in that fashion industry. Because in the fashion industry, they was around all those male models and all those rainbow designers. They were doing hand-to-hand business with the rainbow community. They like to leave that part out. And I said, I've been told them what they actually be doing is writing a lot of rainbow people out of history that actually had hands in helping their careers, y'all. So I told you on this channel, I'm fair. They would, the clues was Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons taught them everything. You need a bad chick. You need a bad chick. Did he keep Cassie? You keep Beyonce. Fashion. Fat Farm, Sean John Rockaway. Fashion. You need models to push the merch. So they got into the era of, man, we can get our own models and make them rap. Then again, look at it like females. You ain't look at it like females. We can get a female model, get her to rap. We can get a female stripper, make her rap. We also can get male models, make them rap. I already learned that. That's why it's male model in Game story. It's male stripper. A lot of these rappers story because they were getting men from certain places. They had a plan. If I get this man that's a male model already, he got the look to sell records and clothes. He already broken into an extent. He also got the face for ladies. See? Meaning, I can get they do this. They can go in a male strip club. Not saying that's what he did, but I'm just telling you. I know what Diddy was doing. We can go in a male strip club, pick a man with a certain look we like, the body type. What that mean? We don't got to build a rapper up to get a perfect body. We can find a man with the right face, right body. Now, if he got talent, if he can sing and dance, now we can make industry money off him. We can make model money, actor money, whatever talents they got. That's the game they started playing, y'all. Then I proved it to y'all with people like Terrence Howard and certain people. No, y'all, they were picking their own people. Now, when Instagram came out, y'all don't realize the money maker was not the rapper rapping. It was the pictures being posted. The pictures being posted was monetized. The video monetized, but the videos on the gram was getting them deals. This is how he gets a fashion deal with a magazine. This is how, y'all not looking at, remember Instagram, it all started. I'm going to slow it down for you. Remember Instagram first started? What you first started seeing? ASAP in there with the pocketbooks. Remember? First they did it slick. First it was about the Louis backpack, the Gucci backpack. They first started getting men into the designer backpacks. Then they groomed as time went on. Then it went into what, y'all? The man purses. But they were modeling. Now look at the Instagram timeline. They really were modeling. All of them got to take a picture in the skirt. All of them got to take a picture with a pocketbook. See, it's a program. You in your head, you can see it now. They were really models. Meaning Asaprocky was really a damn model. But Instagram was used for rappers to model. Because everything they modeled, it was a sale attached to it. They were selling merchandise. That's what it was all about. But Asaprocky is really a model that can rap. But now y'all got the proof because when he don't got Diddy behind him, the record labels, ASAP Ferg and the rappers, he can't win. He can't make no hits. He like a male Cardi B. If Cardi B don't got no writers, she can't make no music, y'all. What is Cardi B? Really a stripper, a model. Bingo. It was the New York pimp game. It was the industry pimp game. Same thing with Love and Hip Hop. What they knew. None of these chicks got talent. So we can get a chick from Love and Hip Hop already with a certain look. And we don't got to really do too much. And just write their raps. He talking to Jason Lee, y'all. Don't forget, BT is so sorry. BT goes live from a YouTube channel now. Yes, they do. It's people on YouTube get more views than BT. Guess what? It been like that. BT is also your clues that black entertainment ain't making no damn money. They YouTubers now, y'all. Featuring Jason Lee. Even though Jason Lee tricked everybody, right? When Diddy got in trouble, Jason Lee said, I retired. I'm going to be a councilman. When Diddy went back to prison last year, Jason Lee came back out again. Ha, ha, ha. Tell you, they think, oh, y'all stupid with pickle brains. Now, look, check it out. ASAprocky was talking to Jason Lee, and Jason Lee looked like he was so happy to talk to ASAprocky. No, ASAprocky. You try to make this about Drake, man, this ain't got nothing to do with Drake. You need Jason Lee fans, fool. I ain't stupid. You need every single fan Jason Lee got. It's just what it is. We know Jason Lee is the face of their community, and he is the top, you know. They understand Jason Lee has a fan base that they need. I'll just leave it at that. Jason Lee was very happy to see ASAP, man. He was very happy to unite again. All right? ASAprocky started glowing, y'all. He started glowing. I ain't do that. That's that interview. Man, that interview was about nothing. Meaning, he tried to make it about Drake. You know, he asked him, you know, would you fight Drake? Man, I think Drake will whip your ass, ASAP. He will beat the crap out. I'm not even going to play with you, bro. He'll beat the crap out of you. I done seen Drake hitting on weights with that weight on him. I'm just being honest. I think he'll beat the crap out of you, sir. I just believe that, bro. I believe that. You see this, y'all? ASAprocky talking to Jason Lee looked like they was on a mandate. I know Jason Lee was enjoying himself. He was happy. But shit, ASAP, he started getting flooded, y'all. He started fluttering. That's why you'll see the screenshot it caught the flutter, his aura. Nah, y'all, you see that goddamn laser? Skittles, goddamn it. Nah, that shit just came. Yo, Jason Lee got that power. Y'all don't know what happened, man. Somehow the goddamn Skittles just came out of nowhere, y'all. I don't know what that was about. Nah, ASAprocky, you ain't a rapper no more. You might as well be co-host with Jason Lee now. Jason Lee, you might as well hire ASAP. He is not a rapper. He's a model. All right? So, did ASAprocky do more modeling or music? Which one is it? He's not a real rapper, y'all. He's not. Just like on some real talk, if Drake want to come out, he can do it on people. Drake can do it on y'all right now. All Drake got to do is say, man, I was never a rapper anyway. All Drake got to say is, I was never a rapper. It was something I just tried my hand at, and I just happened to be good at it. That'll really hurt even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to tell you, man, ASAP is not. Give me one hot verse from ASAprocky. Give me one. Give me one. Now, y'all got it. This era was groomed on liking men. It had nothing to do with lyrics, beats, hooks, who's the hottest. It was all about looks and likes. They literally like ASAprocky. Got it? That's why he's been around all this time. Yeah, y'all. Because it's not a mistake ASAprocky blew up in the Atlanta era. Now that era's over with, he can't come out. And ASAprocky was acting like he's a fake Houston rapper because Jay-Z had them groomed to steal the Houston audience. Yes. So Jason Lee was having fun, y'all. ASAprocky says he will fight Drake. All right, who you got your money on? What's up, Punches? Who you got your money on, Drake or ASAprocky? No, bro. His hoes start tingling. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, he started tingling, bro. Something happened to ASAprocky. I don't know what happened, man. Jason Lee struck a nerve in that, man. God damn it, the rainbow came out of nowhere, son. That's power, right? Jason Lee got power, y'all. That's all I know. Me, I think he got power to zap your ass, too. Even if you straight, you might call yourself straight. You sit down with Jason Lee, he got power on your ass. He might zap your ass. Stop. Get up, you feel real happy. You get up, you be happy for no reason, man. Like Punky said, you just get up tingling and stuff. You don't even know why you tingling, man. Nah, man, Jason Lee did something, man. What's up, Jason Lee? Nah, y'all, Jason Lee to me funny as hell. He's funny, man. Know why he's funny? Because he's sneaky. This man know goddamn well he's with Diddy. He got pictures with Diddy. He was hanging with Diddy and Saucy said they were all together, man. I look at Jason Lee like him and Diddy were having fun together, man. That's how I look at him. And you gonna see people say Yo Miami, they'll say Saucy Santana was right there. They were all having fun. It was a goddamn party. They all was there. Blueface, Chrisean, Nori, Jason Lee, Wack 100. You see what I'm saying? But Wack 100 he ain't focused. He from LA. But Nori tried to act like he wasn't around Jason Lee. Nori tried to act like he don't be around it. Man, when you hang with Diddy, guys, he gonna bring you everywhere. You got proof. That's why I respect the bodyguard. They tell you, man, Diddy see you in the store. They not ashamed of themselves. It's the rappers. You ain't heard not one rapper tell a fruity story on Diddy because 9 times out of 10, Diddy did it to them. See, Diddy asked the bodyguard to go in the sex store because the rapper going in the room. You got it? All right. So Jason Lee funny, right? Because he was with Diddy a lot. And he called himself retiring when all that Diddy shit happened. Y'all remember, Jason Lee retired. I was proud of Jason Lee. I thought he was going to be a city councilman. Next thing you know, Diddy got that time last July. Jason Lee come back out Hollywood on live. I said, man, he full of shit. Next thing you know, he comes sneaking back out on BT. Now, actually, BT was so sorry they needed Jason Lee. But now, y'all, Jason Lee, he funny as hell, man, because he think he's so slick. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, he back. Nah, y'all, you got it? So, this is what you better catch. When he's talking about fighting ASAP, ASAP talking about fighting Drake, now you think about what audience he talking to. Jason Lee ain't no hip-hop audience. He Hollywood on lock, not hip-hop on lock. He talking to Jason Lee. What's happening is ASAP trying to perpetrate a fraud in front of Jason Lee fans. Like he'll fight Drake. But you'll see. This is how you know. He not even secure what he's saying. Do you really want to fight Drake? You don't look sure. Now, Jason Lee asks you, but you don't look sure. Soon as Jason Lee asks you, you get zapped by the light. This means no, you don't really want to fight. You're just saying that. And you're trying to get Jason Lee fan. ASAP Rocky, so sorry, y'all. I told you this what they all been doing. They can't get straight fans no more, so they praying on other fans. They can't get no more straight fans. They got to get rainbow. They just do. He knows that. The blacks turned his back on him. A lot of rappers did that. When a lot of rappers fell off, they started doing walkthroughs at Rainbow Clubs for checks and performing at Rainbow. They just don't want you to know, y'all. Like, these rappers was not turning down $20,000 at a Miami Rainbow Club. They get $10,000 to do a walkthrough in D.C. That's what they were doing. I don't know why I'm just trying to tell them, y'all, we are grown now. If y'all would just admit all these like secret stories, it'll be entertaining because they just give us something new. I swear, if a lot of y'all just came out, meaning not being ashamed of you ain't got to come out, you ain't got to be ashamed. But the real news, I pray for this one day, y'all. I pray for this, I do. And I told them all this will really save their career, y'all. This will save all their career. But you're going to get it today, y'all. They don't got the heart and pride like Sammy the Bull. I want all these rappers to come out and I want a lot of these rappers to come out and admit how they were snitching. That's what I want, y'all. I want a lot of rappers to come out and admit how they was a snitch. Like Sammy the Bull did it. And Harpo. That's why they don't have no career. Like if you was a rapper that know damn well you snitched on a couple people, you know, yeah, I was a rapper. But remember that time so-and-so got put in jail? Yeah, that was me. I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, we worked undercover sometime. I just wanted to come out because I think it'd be. Remember Sammy the Bull came out after. All right, Sammy the Bull, straight shooter. He came out on Gotti, but he told his story. It was entertaining. God damn it, Sammy the Bull, y'all. You know what level he on now? He at a high level, y'all. That man be at rallies because he faced his truth. Meaning the rappers didn't understand until they faced their truth. Whatever image and character they were, that's where they gonna stay at. Whatever belief on them, they didn't rebrand and accept their truth because the only way for them to get a proper payout, they were supposed to cash out off their stories. Reason why I say that is because they held back a lot of information from stories. That's why now they're boring, they're corny, and we just got our own allegations. See, ASAP Rocky, you don't got to talk about Diddy at all. I assume what Diddy did to you. This light is the proof. Why? You never went against Diddy. Nope, none of y'all. Yeah, Diddy tried to get me before, you know. I was around Puff one day. All of a sudden, I saw this toy and I just left out. They don't tell no stories like that. Yo, Diddy just put his hands on me. He just touched me too much. Oh, he put his hand on my... They was like, don't say Diddy, don't say... So my whole point is this, y'all. Y'all didn't tell y'all story, so we got to tell it for y'all. You know goddamn well you don't want to fight Drake. You need Jason Lee fans. And ASAP Rocky, you looking like you're not a rapper. And it's looking like Diddy did some stuff to you, sir. I'm going to just leave it at that. Why I say that? Because Jason Lee know everything Diddy did. He's not a goddamn snitch, but the people that get dealt with, they tell Jason Lee everything. Yeah, Jason Lee know all the secrets, y'all. He know exactly what Diddy was doing. The funniest shit is how he ran, y'all. Jason Lee ran, y'all. I swear to God, that shit is hilarious. You ever saw a man, you saw people run and go to church. You saw people run, get a straight job. He ran away from rap and became a politician. he found a small city in LA, in California, talking about he running for city council. And then when that Diddy stuff was over, he said, I'm back. All right, y'all, let's go, man. This showing you that 50 Cent is the only one he on tour. Meaning he getting money every day. So I'm going to go back to the G-Unit sneaker. Here's the facts about the sneaker. You see how they promoting the sneaker on the Yahoo Shopping? Just to show you, right? 50 is not just trending in rap topics. I just wanted y'all to see. This sneaker is for shopping, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a collectible. But I want you to see. In hip-hop, it's promoted as the new hip-hop sneaker. But in reality, it's promoted as something for shoppers to buy and purchase. So just showing y'all, man, we're going to get through that. I'm going back to the top. This ain't no breaking news. Sidney Starr was breaking you know what. Yeah, his name is Sidney Epstein now. That's right. Did you know Atlanta was harboring Sidney Epstein? Yes. It is said that Sidney Starr is about 75% of why Atlanta's like that. Yes. It was thousands of Sidney Stars down there. Let's go. Meanwhile, here's Lil Kim, y'all. After all this Biggie talk, Tupac talk, L.A., Little Kim wanted to show us she's in L.A. shopping on her 52nd birthday. Little Kim, 52, all smiles while enjoying a luxury shopping spree in Beverly Hills. Can you see how far and detached they are from reality? People out here doing bad. Brooklyn is starving. I come from Brooklyn. She ain't got them L.A. People out here starving, doing bad. Little Kim is bragging on her luxury designer bags. What? Can you now see they far away from reality, y'all? Didn't I tell you we're not in the picture era? Meaning, no matter how much you post your designer bags, nobody cares. You actually gonna make people mad. But that ain't my point. Do you see how happy Lil Kim is in L.A. years after something happened? So it ain't the fact that she's in Los Angeles. It's something I said before. It's like, damn, you notice Lil Kim and them never did no Biggie tributes. And it started looking at me like, they ain't had no real love for Big. Not for real. What else we know? Well, she was dating Big Homeboy right after he died. But I was just looking at, she's proud to be in L.A. I look at it a different way. I look at it as, Lil Kim, you disgraceful. You're proud to be in Hollywood? Meaning, if I was in Hollywood, I'm in Hollywood. Biggie got smoked in Hollywood. And you're standing there. You ain't never given out one interview. You ain't never given out one opinion how you felt about it. You've been quiet like a church mouse the whole time. Actually, they say Foxy Brown went deaf. You went mute. You lost your tongue. You ain't show Biggie no love. But we know what Diddy did to you. We know what happened to Lil Kim. That's why I said Miss Waters cursed you. Please, my Lord, mess up her fist. Now look. This is what I'm saying to y'all. You ever see Lil Kim do an interview? How many years? Been 30 years now. Lil Kim ever did an interview about Biggie? I'm talking about you for good. You ever seen Lil Kim do an interview praising Biggie? I'll wait. You ever seen Lil Kim on a Biggie doc? I'll wait. But I remember when Diddy did the Biggie movie and he put Lil Kim in the movie, and Lil Kim, meaning he had that other girl, when Diddy had that woman play Lil Kim in that movie, I remember she got mad. The same woman 50 put in power. What's her name again, y'all? Is it Natasha? Something like that. I remember only time I heard Lil Kim speak is when she didn't like the character that portrayed her in the movie. That's the only time I heard Lil Kim fuss. Other than that, I never heard her say nothing, positive or negative, because she stayed away from it. But like I said, that was the only reason why I'm saying that. Little Kim would have never had a career if it wasn't for Biggie. But when Biggie dead, now you can stand on Rodale Drive and floss your little riches like everything was a big game and a joke. Meanwhile, man, they ain't closed this yet. They ain't closed it yet. But I think they're going after Tupac. I think they're going to this next. Uh-oh, y'all. I think it's going to be a fall guy. I mean, when I say fall guy, meaning somebody got to go down. I think this one next. Because I already seen them talking about it. Yep. I think, remember, Pac got taken out first. Biggie got taken out second. So, according to law, Pac case going to get closed first. And I think after that, they coming back to Biggie case. That's just what I think. Meaning, Lil Kim taking pictures out here, I don't think it's smart. I don't know, man. Something just weird. Very weird to me. But I am smelling that. I'm not trying to gaslight nothing. I'm not trying to start nothing. I think they're going to this next. Because in the Keefy D situation, they already giving clues, giving videos about interview with D-Rock. I mean, Zip was around them. Zip is in the Tupac situation. Zip is affiliated with them. I think by ways of Zip, something, I don't know, but I'm talking about what I'm talking about now is some damn gossip. Meaning the stuff I've been seeing, the stuff I've been hearing, people breaking down, people going into. These are the narratives. Not saying they're real. The alleged narrative is the connection is Zip. But we know Zip is resting in peace. So I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't care. But according to what's being seen and said, they might be going into this next. I don't know, y'all. Meaning, somebody ass going down. Too Short speaks on Jay-Z performing his Blow the Whistle freestyle at Yankee Stadium. I didn't even know Jay-Z did that song. Now, there's another question. Why was Jay-Z doing people's song? I know for a fact he rhymed over Thuggish Ruggish Bone. He was rhyming over Bone Thugs and Harmony beat. He sung Nas verses. I didn't know he actually was rapping over Blow the... Oh, man. I'm saying that I didn't know he did all that. Hope you cheated again, man. They always knew about the Bay artists, meaning the main markets they always knew. Chicago, Houston, and the Bay, and LA. You got to get that Bay. You got to get that Bay. Why you think from Biggie album, every album they ran and got Too Short? Why you think every album, Biggie album, Jay-Z album, they ran and got R. Kelly? Told you it's so much history they don't talk about, y'all. They don't talk. Lil Kim was around Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Lil C was around Aaliyah. They was on it for. She was on their album when she was a minor. They don't talk about it. They ain't gonna tell you all the detail. Biggie was around Aaliyah. They all was together, y'all. They all was together in the studio, outside the studio, hotel. They all was together, y'all. I told you it's a reason why Lil Kim stay away and got there Missy. They was around. They all run because Aaliyah was around them as mine. Right there, Aaliyah was like 4 years old there, man. No, y'all. It's a reason why they run. Aaliyah was right there with Biggie, Lil Kim, Lil C. She's on Junior Mafia first album and in the video. But they ain't going to talk about that. They've been knowing them. Same way. It's a certain platform on here. They interview everybody. But what they don't know is people know y'all all from the same era. You're from the same family. Everybody that does the same interviews, what they do is interview the big family spectrum. Because it was a man in Hollywood. He got all this money. It was a big company. And this company had a lot of money. And they were distributing the money. I'll give you another hint. They always talk about average. Warner was cutting the big checks. So one way or another, you was going to go through that door. Meaning, it was all fair game entertainment. But I broke it down to y'all before. We raised to be big-ass kids. Disney and Warner Brothers. To this day, Stephen A. worked for Disney. To this day, people work for Warner Brothers, but you ain't going to know. The same people made Bugs Bunny, same people paid and created damn near all your celebrities. Y'all didn't know they got into characters in real life. All right? Warner Brothers. That's why I always tell you, man, they're going to do a whole lot of interviews, but the key players will never be spoken because they connect all the dots. When you find out who are the executives controlling all this shit from up above, then you'll get what all this was about. Aaliyah was with Key and Peele, Nick Cannon, they all was together, y'all. Brandy. Now you ask yourself, how many interviews did you really get, and how much details did you really get? Meaning, out of all these years of interviews, it's still more unknown stuff than what you know. All you know is what you keep hearing and repeating. Interviews repeat the same thing. They make videos the same thing. But now I can prove to you it is so many people that have been interviewed, and it's actually more stuff you don't know about than you know. Got it? That's just what it is. And that's why I say entertainment is corny now. It's corny, it's boring, because once you learn that they all a big family, and there's certain things they can say and can't say, it's certain people they can't go against, and they got to stick to the script forever. But everybody knows Oprah Winfrey closed the school. But can you just see a pattern? I tell you, it wasn't just Robert. Robert was to blame. Can you now see why they had to get Robert out the way? Y'all, you better understand. It was a reason we got to get Robert out of here quick. This goddamn Me Too movement. Meanwhile, somebody's name is affiliated with Robert. Somebody's name is affiliated with Sean Combs. Somebody's name is affiliated with goddamn. I told y'all R was the scapegoat. I told y'all, man. He ain't innocent, but he ain't as guilty as them. No, he was a nice scapegoat. Chi-Town, that shit was heating up. What else they don't get? When the Me Too movement went on, that's when Jeffrey, that's around the time he took his own life. He was in there, he was locked up. It was weird stuff going on. It was a smoke screen, y'all. Everything was a smoke screen. While Jeffrey was going down, they started panicking, getting scared. Oh, shit. Me Too movement. Start something up. R. Kelly, get his ass. See what I'm saying? It's a street wolf thing, y'all. When somebody got to be sacrificed, you got to get their ass quick and throw their ass in that pit. They got Robert ass, y'all. That's what they did. Oprah, I'm telling you, man, that's why you're going to see. Oprah did that doc on Mike. Oprah was promoting it. Oprah didn't want to get her fingers dirty, so she let Gail do it. You see what I'm saying? They had a plan, y'all. We're going to let Gail do the dirty work. Meanwhile, we're gonna goddamn sacrifice Robert and hit their ass with the 52 fake out 3 called Monty. By the time they look up, they're going to forget about Harpo. They're going to forget about Harpo. No! God damn it, Harpo, you're going to pay Harpo. Harpo closing that school now, y'all. Meanwhile, no, I told y'all this y'all culture, man. Told y'all, man, Robert is not the worst. God damn it, Sidney Epstein is worse than Robert. God damn it. This person was in Atlanta with this behavior for 15 years. What were they doing? Inappropriate behavior towards minors. Now, one age say 1.6, one age say 1.4. I'm going to say they was dealing with all ages. Now, ask the question, y'all. This is the number one question. Hey, while y'all trying to figure out Nolan Wells, who took his life, figure this one out for me, too. How many people knew that Sidney Starr was dealing with this behavior in Atlanta all these years? How many people knew that? How many people knew that Sidney was in that embassy suite? Sidney Starr is not a reality star. Sidney Starr is a prostitute that they put on TV because you're going to look up the prostitutes. Also, when you heard about you want a record deal, sir, you want a record deal in Atlanta, you got to go in a room with Sidney Starr. The contract on the table, when Sidney's done, you'll be a star after that. When you lay face down, arms spread out like the Da Vinci Code, legs spread, you shall become a 5-point star after that. That's right. And then you got the deal. Because better get it right. It wasn't what you think it was. Meaning, Sidney was doing a lot of work. No. Sidney was not, no. You got, it's all in the story, y'all. Sidney was abusive, y'all. Check it out. See, aggravated. I don't want to say the word. Aggravated. Y'all read it. That right there is abuse. Taking it from them boys. Taking it. You got it? Taking them snacks. That's abuse. Going downtown on your Tyrone. Going downtown on Lil Tyree. Doing this for 10 years straight. Mind you, you got to take Sidney Starr and goddamn multiply that by goddamn 10,000 in Atlanta. What's wrong with y'all? The breeding culture of Atlanta is now finished. Now Sidney Starr get locked up and go to goddamn penitentiary heaven. Get it? That's right. That ain't no goddamn punishment. Now, only way it's punishment for Sidney Starr is if you put up with the woman. That's about it. But if you don't do that, that ain't no punishment. It's going to be some dudes locked up getting their ass punished. That's right. Sidney Starr punished their ass. Punish their ass. They say her code name is Big Punisher. Meanwhile, you see the power of makeup. So now you see them guys, they got caught up in looks, man. I'm going to be real, y'all. The real picture of him looks scary. That dude looks scary, y'all. I'm sorry. That dude looks scary. Do you see how thick that neck is? What I mean is, that person is not me. I can see that person overpowering a youngster. That's what I mean, scary like that. I can see this person overpowering somebody. You get it? That's what I mean. You see? When it's in the story, y'all. Meaning flipping people out. And don't forget, he's from Chicago. I'm calling his ass a heat now. He's from Chicago, y'all. Chicago. Down there breeding it all them years, y'all. We can kick it at the Holiday Inn. That Chingy song? Yeah. That's right. No, Chingy paid her ass to take it back. What was said was said. Chingy from Def Jam, he got jammed up by Sidney. No. They had people, you ever heard about the plug that put you on? Yeah, Sidney was the plug. That's right. After you go see the plug, you get a record deal. No, y'all. This person is scary. Let me slow it down. Ain't nobody in the 9th grade, 10th grade fighting this person off them. Got it? You see how strong that head is? You ain't knocking them out. That's a fight, bro. So that means this person was doing dirt, man. I don't want to keep talking about this filth. So you see that person? All I'm saying is, you look at the age. How a person that age even going to fight back, y'all? You got it? That's a grown man. There go your abuse. And don't forget, SODOM, taking it from them. Breeding. You throw away the key, man. Throw away the key. Told you it ain't just Jeffrey. I think Sidney worse than Jeffrey. Know why? The stuff Sidney did is not documented. Them down there, they ain't gonna tell. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody down there gonna fight for justice. Nope. They didn't know they was in a Ponzi scheme, right? Meaning it was a plan. Atlanta, that is now called Sidney Island. Y'all live in your own world, your own bubble. Epstein Island is the same exact shape as Atlanta city limits. It's the same exact square miles, too. Yeah. So I want y'all to get, if you went to see, some of y'all think it's a joke. If you went to this island for whatever reason, good or bad, where you going after that? You was at that man mercy. This is how this whole thing worked and played out. This is a perspective of it, right? Not saying it's a fact. This the wickedry of this island. Whether you go there for good intentions, this man can have you in a situation. By the time you leave, your ass gonna be bad. Get it? You ain't leaving this island until you do. All right. Till you had this threesome, you're not leaving. I don't care if he said eat this doodoo. You must better eat this doodoo or you're not leaving. You can't do nothing, y'all. I know I'm not the smartest man in the world, but that look like shark water. Like I said, you know about this island, but we still never gonna know how many people went, how many people got thrown in that water, how many people OD'd. What else? It was centered in a certain place. People coming in from all around the world. So I also saw a special. He go back to the modeling days of goddamn Naomi Campbell. They were bringing models there. They was doing a lot. He was. Now, no escape. Meaning the mind of that man was wicked. He had a whole plot. Everybody want to downplay what that man was doing. This is my point. I was able to see the rest of the world was into this. But that hip-hop community, that's when I got it. I got scared at first. I was like, oh, most of these people are Jeffries, Diddy's, and R. Kelly's. And then after that, I started roasting all their ass. Tell them, you need to get out of here. No, y'all. He had islands. Your people worked in states. That's right. That's the only difference. You see his temple? That ain't a temple. That's his hotel. Sidney Starr was in the Embassy Suites. That's Jeffrey Embassy Suites. Everybody know what they're looking at. You know what you're looking at. Meaning, you ain't getting off the island, y'all. If that man say go in that goddamn temple, you going in that temple. You got tricked to come out here too. Oh, you think you made it, Chris Tucker? He had Michael Jackson them out there. Oh, you a star, huh, Mike? Go in that temple. Meaning, what you gonna do, y'all? What are you gonna do? You're not leaving. The airplane's here. Now, your only escape, you got to swim to that big island in the back, but I know it's sharks in that thing. See that one in the back, the long strip? You got to make it to there to be free. But I know it's sharks in that water. So, y'all, this man was really dealing with the island of Dr. Monroe type of behavior. That's for another conversation. No. Now, everything he was doing, this man was doing the same thing in Atlanta. Just a different way. Just a different layout. See, Sidney Epstein is broke. If Sidney Epstein had the money, they would have had an island. But when you ain't got no money, you got to do it in Atlanta, in a hotel. That's all it is. All right? And it's, you know what's really scary too? The other scary part is how this person could disguise themselves and damn near do anything, y'all. Do damn near anything. You wouldn't even know. That's what's scary. See, the scary part I look at, ain't no telling what this person got away with all those years. All those years. 15 years later from Chingy just now getting caught. It ain't the first, y'all. It might be the last, but I know it ain't the first. On that note, y'all, I think we're going to go a little longer because I got to do a recap. ASAP Rocky, he needs Jason Lee now. I'm watching Jason Lee blushing at ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky start blushing. I'm like, what is this? You don't look like you want to fight Drake. It look like y'all using Drake for content. I don't see no fight energy, ASAP. But I do see, you see the power of Jason Lee, right? Hey, bro, I know you might, a lot of y'all claim y'all straight. I know I'm straight. Same way I won't sit down with Jason Lee. He gonna try to work magic on you. Do you see? ASAP Rocky couldn't control himself, y'all. Jason Lee made him light up, literally. The goddamn glow of the galaxy, the Skittles glows on that man, the purple pack. I don't know how he did that. All I know is Jason Lee gave him a certain look. ASAP Rocky, man, damn. So they were trying to talk about Drake, but it looked like they were having an intimate conversation, man. I'm going to say this. It looked like Jason Lee was enjoying himself. He was happy as hell. ASAP sitting right here. And then it looked like ASAP Rocky was kind of proud because he need fans. So it looked like ASAP Rocky was just proud that if anybody listen to him and interview him. he know, right? He need, if y'all, the whole hip-hop community turned on ASAP. He need Jason Lee fans. That's what make it funny. He know damn well if the rainbow community don't support him, he going to be broke as hell. So he actually need Jason Lee, y'all. He need Jason Lee. Don't get it twisted. Actually, he need Jason Lee more than Jason Lee need him. That's how real it is. So he using Drake for content, talking about, he asked me, you want to fight Drake? But when he asked him that, he started blushing and shit. Like, bro, you don't want to fight. You know you don't want to fight. You just I was like, yo, man, what the hell happened? What is this? This is not a hip-hop conversation, man. What is this? ASAP Rocky, we know what you were doing, y'all. Now let's bring it back. Do you now see when he was on that stage and you saw a G-string? Told you guys, they've been telling on themselves. It's not even telling on themselves. They actually been being themselves. And then you make up excuses and stories. He wore a G-string. Was that a mistake? No. Oh, now you telling me it was a mistake he put the G-string on. Which one was it? Was it a mistake he put the G-string on? Or was it a mistake he bent over so it showed? Or did he do it on purpose? They know they fan base, y'all. So what ASAP Rocky don't know about on his channel, y'all? They're not saying the end they're going to need the rainbow community or they're going to starve. That is how they actually been surviving. It's the truth. Men that like men support the men. That's just what it is. They know that. So, y'all ain't look at when ASAP Rocky did that. That was for promotion. He needed more ticket sales. He was on tour. Because he didn't want his shows to be empty. He understood hip-hop turning back on him. Hip-hop finished with his ass. He can't rap. We ain't buying no tickets, bro. So he pulled the stunt. We got him now. ASAP Rocky did that on purpose, y'all. He needed them fans. Then the next show, it was sold out. Y'all didn't talk about it. Yeah, he saw after the G-string, his show sold out after that. 2 of them. Now, he gonna sit down with Jason Lee and get some more fans. But you throw it off because he got Rihanna. That don't mean nothing. Look at Aaliyah. Why you won't realize sometimes they put just different strawberries together. They put strawberries with raspberries, blueberries with grapes, pickles with cucumbers. Hey, it's a vest. It's a vest. That's why I use these terms fruity, y'all. All the fruit must be in the same basket. Meanwhile, it has nothing to do with nothing else. Meanwhile, here you go. ASAP Rocky, you'll see it. That man got a glow, y'all. See, I heard about auras. Y'all all heard about people got auras. I don't know if Jason Lee put that aura on him, but I think Jason Lee got power. Like, if you zesty, he'll make the light come out of you. Let that light out your hearts. So, he was on there blushing, y'all. They was up there playing games, man. They using Drake for content. You clearly see Jason Lee was lusting off ASAP. He was happy. And I'm just saying all that. ASAP, you can now stop talking about rap. You can stop talking about Drake. Just enjoy your wife and your life and your new fan base, bro. That's it. Let it go, bro. ASAP Rocky, you was doing good till you start hanging with this man right here. Somehow, ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, they ain't shining no more. Max B never went on tour. God damn it, Max B. Y'all ain't peeping game. Meek Mill dropped the album before Max B. Nobody got that. Meek Mill dropped the record before Max B did. Thanks to your boy Ho. They all stole Max B momentum. Before Max B dropped, we all gonna come out, drop an album, go on tour, get the money. Then Max B gonna come out and win him. When the money gone. He gonna come. Max B gonna come out during school shopping. What's up, y'all? Top of the top. Thank y'all. Thank you, James. So look, right? It's the affiliation, man. So I'm just updating. When I said, ever since they got that whack juice on them, it ain't coming out. Ever since somebody announced they were coming back out, has it not? Why the game, all I'm saying, y'all, why the game didn't get better once Diddy went to jail? If Diddy went to jail, the game been open and free. We hear Young Miami got a hit. We keep getting signs of something new coming. I swear when Drake first came out, I felt the vibe of the summer, y'all. I'm not playing. I'm not a Drake fan, y'all. I deal with his music accordingly. When Drake dropped, I saw the energy online. I went outside the next day. They were playing it in the car at the gas station the next day. This car, that car. Playing a song him in Future. It felt like, okay, we got some new music this summer. I knew the vibe. That was the vibe. Young Miami, Drake, okay, Rick Ross, Fresh Max B. All right, they for the streets, but it's new. It's new. Then we get this announcement. Now, mind you, Cardi B album done drop, ain't making no noise. Now, we get the announcement way back in April. Somebody coming out. Ever since they came out. No, let's rewind it before that. He wears a shirt at the football game saying the game needs me. He's dealing with predictive program on people with low IQ. He trying to convince you need him. Maybe you do. But when he came out, what you got now? So, did Jay-Z bring the game to a higher level? You got the proof. It was just about Yankee Stadium and that merchandise. Did any music come after that? Any new shit? Huh? Anything? Any new energy? Did he break a new artist? What is new, y'all? Nothing. How is the game dead when it's free open? It ain't free open. What you don't get, I finally get to show you again. I told you he brought the internet. So if it ain't about him, ain't nothing gonna move. Y'all got it now? Nothing gonna move unless it's him and his team. That's why the internet is dead. I told you they took over it and crashed it. You got it? How you know that? Well, it was his turn to come out. It was all his energy online. But it was all focused on him. But now that he stopped, they stopped. Now, they want to convince me that Sidney Starr is breaking news. No, it ain't. It's called You Ain't Got No Goddamn News. This ain't nothing but a goddamn weirdo, a person that's worse than goddamn Diddy. I told you I'm tired of talking about filthy ass news. I'm tired of talking about death. Meanwhile, I shall cook. All right? Now you see what they was doing in Atlanta? Jeffrey wasn't doing this stuff. And we had to put him on the scales of hell and say, which one worse? Jeffrey or Sidney? I think Sidney was. Sorry. See, y'all want to get into the pits of evil? That thing was dealing with stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing, but he still was taking care of their ass. Same thing with Robert. Robert was going below the belt. He was very vicious, meaning he was very devious. But he took care of them, didn't he? Who Sidney Starr was taking care of? Who was Sidney treating right? Nobody. Told you, y'all. I can even pick the worst and worst of evil. When you've been around a lot of evil people, I told you it's a reason why I don't be around them people no more. I mastered evil around their ass. And my final result was, stay away from them, sir. Or you going to be evil, or you going to be one of their victims. This reality. Did Sidney take care of people? No. Strictly abuse, right? Now, in R. Kelly, do we have any stories of taking it back there? Nope. Jeffrey? Nope. Jeffrey used finesse game. Meaning, he was very nice. This person right here, brutal strength. It's in the story. Brutal strength. Get it? All right. Now, Atlanta today, stand up, be proud of yourself. Atlanta, don't nobody be quiet today. Don't try to blame that shit on, don't try to deflect on Roland Martin. Don't use Roland Martin to deflect for that goddamn trafficking of minors down there. Stop it. Who cares about Roland Martin? Old ass. Y'all know exactly what was going down in Atlanta. Y'all don't want that story spilled out what Sidney was doing to those. So let's just keep it clear. I'm going to keep it quiet. I'm not going to go in on it no more. I'm going to leave it alone. But y'all can carry on, bro. Hey, bro, I was laughing at y'all yesterday. Y'all try to put up Sidney Starr best picture. Breaking news, Sidney Starr arrested. Ha ha. No, bro. You just like the picture and put it up on your channel. Ha ha. Yo, bro, when you use Sidney Starr picture, was you trying to say this was her cutest picture? Did you pick this out like this was the best picture to represent her? This is the picture I picked right here, bro. Thank you very much. Breaking news, Sidney Starr arrested. Yo, I saw men break the news before Tasha K. It was hilarious. Yo, y'all, they don't know how they look in the world of hip-hop. So you a hip-hop channel breaking news about a trans prostitute in Atlanta. Even though hip-hop is accused of that behavior. The word is all your hip-hop is like that stuff. Yo, man, when I see these men's, men's is code word for zesty, man. When I see these men's breaking story before Tasha K, that shit hilarious, y'all. Tasha K sent her video 4 or 5 hours early. They ran and said, we got to drop the news before Tasha K. Tasha K, you got men trying to out-gossip you. This shit's sad, bro. This shit's sad. That's why I said, bro, a clown. Bro, you still trying to put breaking news all day? Sidney Starr is not breaking news, dummy. First of all, she ain't a superstar. And how the hell you breaking news on YouTube? Well, you got that shit from TMZ first. You a liar. TMZ broke the news. You copied it, nigga. No, you just wanted to tell a story about Sidney Starr. Ain't got nothing to do with breaking news, bro. All right? So I'm going to tell y'all all hilarious, and y'all also prove y'all do anything for money. So I had fun yesterday watching y'all make money or breaking news on Sidney Starr. Meaning, it was my proof. Them niggas chase any topic for $1, man. They do anything for $1, man. Breaking news, you know what that mean? Nigga was home eating cereal. He was eating some food. He saw that story, bro. He said, oh, shit, I gotta make a video real quick. Nah, y'all. That man told y'all, hide your kids, hide your wife. That was 15 years ago. I'm not going to say nothing no more, y'all. This is their behavior. You see this right here? Woman in wheelchair robbed another, punched during, see? Robbed the woman in the wheelchair and then punched somebody else. Guys in the community, our elders are being abused. People are randomly knocking out our grandmothers, knocking out our goddamn grandparents are getting beat worse than the 60s. Only reason why you don't get it, because they not being hung from trees. If they was being hung from trees, y'all get it clear. The people have been being abused by their own people. Elders knocked out, dragged, robbed. People in wheelchairs getting abused. Here you got it. Man, them niggas went so low. They are slaughtering their own, but everybody weak. I didn't hear a story yet of they try to rob a man in his 30s, 40s, and got their ass whipped. They literally picking easy victims, y'all. I showed every day I'm going to show you. Hip-hop, Yankee Stadium. This is what they really doing in New York. They broke as hell. Fat Joe and them giving out orange bags. Fat Joe, I respect y'all for giving out food in the Bronx, but y'all know goddamn well there ain't enough food. People leaving out the spot with one bag of groceries, 2 bags. Y'all know in real life, 2 bags of groceries is a joke. Family, what you gonna get out? All right, I'm being real. What you gonna come out the grocery with 2 bags with? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? 2 bags of groceries out the grocery store, y'all. What is that? Well, Fat Joe and Jayz was giving out grocery bags in New York. I saw people coming out 1 bag, 2 bags. What the hell is that? Meanwhile, here's your proof they're in New York starving, man. Them dudes petty, man. Petty as hell. They beating up people. I'm saying this to all jokes aside, y'all. All my people that got elders, you got to check on them now. You got to call them. It's this thing going on with our elders. They being robbed, scammed. Some of them got people living with them they can't put out. But if you have elders you in tune with, you got to check on them, y'all. On some real talk. Because, see, you might can help them by running around for them. If they got to run around outside, they might be victims now. At any time, any place. I'm also showing you this broad daylight. They thirsty, they hungry, y'all. So what you watching is the young hyenas are devouring their own people. Y'all know even dogs eat each other when they can't get nothing else to eat. That's what's happening, man. This is the realest thing ever seen. We've been seeing women, elders, youngsters. Yesterday, a 9-year-old get their chain snatched by grown-ups. This New York City right now, y'all. Don't worry, they all going to jail. He going to jail, but a lot of your people being abused. Little Kim want to show us she in L.A. Salute Little Kim in L.A. Meanwhile, Little Kim, here's Biggie. Little Kim, are you proud of your legacy with Biggie? Or did you spend 30 years trying to get away from it? Little Kim ain't do no interviews. It ain't about that. She proved to me she ain't love Biggie. No tribute. I don't even think I even seen Little Kim with a Biggie t-shirt. You see what I'm saying? I never even seen her do nothing. But I know what I saw her do? When Biggie died, I see her become bigger. Y'all see how slow y'all are? Was Little Kim this big
before Biggie died or after? Told y'all don't be remembering nothing. Because goddamn it, when Charlie Baltimore came out, she did start taking Lil' Kim shine. When Charlie Baltimore was in her prime, she was more important than Lil' Kim. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? She was a. All I'm saying is this: when Charlie Baltimore came in as a rapper, Lil' Kim shit come from Biggie, but you're gonna see Lil' Kim went to a bigger level after Biggie died. That's where I come from, bro. That's where that come from. But before that, she was Lil' Kim. Now she had the first song before that. She had the first album, but she still wasn't big. She got bigger after Biggie died, y'all. Meaning, I watched her focus on her career. Remember, she with Diddy. I got no time for fake, but she with Diddy. I've never saw no Lil' Kim real big love. Never. So now this 30 years later, the proof is in the pudding. People might say Faith was fake, Charlie, but I think Charlie had more love for Biggie than Lil' Kim. I believe that. Told you I'm weird like that. That's what I believe. I believe Charlie might have had more love for Biggie than her, and Faith. Because even when we hear stories about Faith and Charlie fighting, that still prove they had love for him. Meaning, I just still think they had more love. I think Faith and Charlie had more sincere love than Lil' Kim in the end. I think Biggie might have did piss her off a lot. I think he did do Lil' Kim dirty. I ain't gonna give no pass. I think he did her dirty on a certain level where she ain't never forgive him and she held a grudge. That's what make her evil though. You see what I'm saying? I think she held a lot of grudges. And I think when he died, I think they wasn't cool. And I think nobody want that story to come out. That part of the movie, I think fake. Me and Kim, we gonna squash when I get back. I don't believe that part. I believe they had beef when he died. Why? Somebody told us he was already trying to replace Junior Mafia. He was tired of writing raps, doing stuff, mainly goddamn little C's chicken nugget. C's, another one. With C's considered a platform to this day get interviewed when he ain't writing out one goddamn rap. Who benefit all Biggie the most in his death? Let's talk about it. Well, Diddy made money off Biggie dead, but that ain't all the money he made, right? Then Biggie Diddy did many other things outside of Biggie to make money. But what did Lil' Kim and Lil' C's do outside of Biggie? What they do? Every Biggie reunion, who Diddy go get? Lil' Kim, Lil' C's. But if Diddy don't get them, they don't do no Biggie reunion. They talk all that Brooklyn stuff. How many free Brooklyn parties did they give Big? How many Biggie tributes where we gonna be in Brooklyn, we gonna sing all big songs, we gonna do all Junior Mafia, we gonna do that shit for free. Prospect Park, somewhere. How many times they did that? All right. Simple now, y'all, they exposed. But these are the benefits of Biggie. Well, you was a little girl in Brooklyn, getting ran through, smutted out, smoking blunts, whatever you was doing, this after Biggie. Without Biggie, you wouldn't even be in Beverly Hills. So, Lil' Kim, ain't no glory in the end, like I said. It's not personal. It's just entertainment. It's not personal, Lil' Kim. To make you feel better, no matter how you look, I still hit that, all right? I'm about to get out of here, y'all. That's it. Holla at y'all later, y'all. Appreciate y'all all for tapping in, Sandra. Make sure y'all, I went into the files. I'm pretty sure y'all see that on members only. Yeah. Thank y'all for tapping in. We're going to get out of here. What's up, Monique Hill? Shout out to everybody that's up in here. Yeah, she's like a Chucky doll, right? So ASAProcky, he claimed he want to fight Drake, y'all, but I don't believe him. And I believe Drake will demolish his ass. Y'all don't like Drake, but y'all love Jason Lee. We gonna get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Oprah closed the school down. Oprah was waiting for the right time to close that school. She closed the school. Oprah's already underground. She don't come online. She got her own website. She got ran off. It's only one person working the media like their mind is bad. It's only one person that's terrified, paranoid. It's only one community that's asleep. The community that always talk about race, they're the main ones sleep. Meanwhile, they're the number one victims. They the number one willing participants. And they're the number one cover-uppers. They the number one obstruction of justice people. That's what they do, y'all. They spend their whole life doing dirt and trying to cover that shit up, and then life passes them by. Meanwhile, y'all, it is people named on all goddamn lists. But Atlanta didn't have a list. The Atlanta list was invisible. You just got to know what's happening. All right, you got it? This whole thing with Sidney Starr is really the iceberg of an exposure of what was already happened, but it's going to be kept quiet. This ain't about no Sidney Starr. Whenever somebody go down for this, they just the face. It's a system that been going on down there that we already knew about. We know about how they found the baby. They found all them rappers down there young. All of them young. It's a reason what they do down there. And it ain't a mistake, y'all. They had the most Sidney Starrs out of all cities. Now, like I said, if you ain't abusive, live your life. But for all y'all that's abusive, it's a price to pay. But Sidney Epstein is now in penal heaven. For the COs to the inmates, they will be very happy. Get it? Sidney will have a lot of fun. In Sidney's world, Sidney has now died and went to the underworld. With Sidney gone, this will be a dream for him. A dream come true. Get it? All right. So I'm going to tell y'all in Atlanta, you better check on your family members locked up. Boy, they're going to lose their mind when Sidney Starr come up in that thing. They're going to lose their mind. Got it? Yeah. Sidney ain't in no real trouble. All right? For Sidney Starr going to jail forever is not a crime. If you want Sidney Starr to be in prison, you got to put her around a bunch of women. Stuff like that. A woman jail, that'll be punishment for him. This ain't no punishment. On that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. No, for Sidney, opposite electric chair. Got it? Chop the head off. The other head. Let Sidney be free. Just chop the head off. That's punishment. On that note, man, I'm about to get out of here. This whole conversation is low down, dirty, and disgusting. Meanwhile, this person was doing it to minors. We out, y'all. One.